Takes two to get together, takes time to make it last. It's a golden that in some ways, like the drinks in last night's glass. But you take these stands together, let's not think about the end. Never mind the strangers, 'cause I'd always be your friend until the end. Crossed the seas together, had our ups and downs, come further than we ever dreamed for the county Galway town. Never run up tomorrow, or the fatal distance. Never mind the strangers, 'cause I'd always be your friend until the end. Well, it hasn't all been easy, but sure, it's the way it goes. Being shaken, rocked and rattled, taking jobs and bloody blows. And this is strange to be together, and you can still buy that moment. Never mind the strangers, 'cause I'd always be your friend until the end. Hard to think back when it all began. But the some night drinking in Kelly's pub, where every soul is welcome in. Now this fine summer's evening, with the blue of night suns. Never mind the strangers, 'cause I'd always be your friend until the end. Side of life that been too impressed, but it doesn't beat the day at home and it put it to the test. And the days we took the challenge, didn't just pretend. Never mind the strangers, 'cause I'd always be your friend until the end. Good evening and welcome to another live stream here. With me, a bit tired. We just back from a festival from Bad Zakkingen. Just arrived this afternoon. We were on tour for 3 days. So not really on tour. We are at a one festival for 3 days in the south of Germany. And welcome to this live stream. My voice is back again. Last night I could not talk at all. But singing and playing and speaking at this moment is a little bit harder than normal. But welcome to this live stream. I promised to practice this tune. I did a little bit, but I need to practice a little melody some more. We were playing this song a lot, and I'm going to practice right now. Wait a minute. Well, okay, need to practice a little bit more. I will put my harmonica in my back pocket of my jeans, or front pocket, maybe, if I sit down, and I'm going to practice a little bit more. So welcome to another live stream. I'm going to check your comments. Something happened this weekend. They did not feed me enough. I did not get enough food. That happens on festivals. You get very slim sometimes when you're at the festival. That also happened all day. Something fell down. Oh, my phone. Okay, that's okay. Wait a minute. I actually played a song from this songbook. When I'm a little bit strange, when I look strange, is because I'm missing some parts from the bus that just drove away. The right devices, so that's the reason that I look so thin today. Maybe it looks good. This is the best way to get thinner. Just get the wrong camera set up. But anyways, it's going to work. I hope. I also did not. Oh, wait a minute. I did also not charge my battery from my camera, so that will also drain. So the Zoom meeting probably will be on the laptop here down. But then you will see how I look for real. So the Zoom meeting will be on the laptop without the camera. Maybe halfway this live stream I will also connect to the camera from my laptop view. It's a big mess today. I'm not my best day after festival. I'm really tired, and it's so much happened that I am sitting here with my body's there, but my head is not. I really need to sleep, and I really get to. I need a weekend now. My weekend just started today, so sorry if I'm rambling and don't know what I'm talking about, but that's the way it is. Let me see if we have any comments on our Patreon page. And thank you for all the patrons for supporting these live streams, and also some video recordings that are coming up. Next week we're going to have a flight to Cornwall with an airplane. Always fun to bring a camera and to record it all. Let me see what I got on our on the Patreon page. We got another poem from Peter de Jong. And he's writing, and I really understand it, Peter de Jong. He's writing, not the best rhyme, home late today. Same here. We just arrived, and I just got my camera. We recorded some videos this afternoon on the bridge, where we already also did do a live stream. Maybe you saw it, crossing borders, which is also going to be a new theater show, because we are crossing a lot of borders. We just crossed some borders last weekend, just back. Peter is also just home, same as me, so it fits perfectly today. Topic I don't know much about, but never too late to learn. Sound clear, quiet or loud. Up to oneself how the knob to turn. A little curious about what to expect, so let us know more about your projects. Hi all, I can't join this debate. I hope I have a lovely time. See you next week. Yeah, I'm going, especially in the Zoom meeting, I'm going to help you out with audio connecting issues, problems, or maybe you want to improve some sound at your place. Like you saw right now, I'm only playing harmonica for this is like one loudspeaker, and when I will let you hear the difference between I plug this out. It sounds nasty. When I play the harmonica like this, and when I plug it in, recording will be better, and then it clicks because today I'm too lazy to. If I do this, you can hear it. This is all you need to amplify a harmonica or a human voice as loud and clearly as the real instrument or a violin. Yeah, that's because of modern techniques and 5 inventions, half-patented inventions. Yeah, if you have any question about sound, I also got a question about a remote control that was working or not on one of the amplifiers that's over here. The setup for my harmonica is a little bit bigger, but I want to help you out to get a better sound from your sound system at home. You don't need a Hornaudio system for that. It works with every system, but of course the loudspeakers are the most important part of your whole sound system. Are your loudspeakers, because that's the end deal. That's the device that connects the moving voice coil and the speaker membranes to the air in your room. It needs to move the air like this, like a shock wave, and that is not easy. I know that I'm working on loudspeakers 35 years now, and there are there are a lot of compromises when it comes to sound. You only can compromise on sound. If you want a really big sound, you need a really big system that does not fit in your room. So it needs to be small. Smaller systems don't tend to move the air so much. So I'm going to help you out. The most important things are 3 things actually. The most important things to have a good sound in your room is get a good loudspeaker, place it on the right spot in your room, and have your room. Your room also needs to have the best acoustics. If you have a very empty room, when you talk, everything sounds loud, and when you have a party, you can not understand everything. Everybody's shouting because you get all the echoes back again. Then it's not easy for a music instrument to sound good in your room. Another thing about your room is people that play music instruments like a really echoey room, a room that really has a lot of reverb. Reverberation is all the sound that comes from your wall back to your ears, and when you play an instrument it sounds nice. It's also the way recordings are done with a reverb that you can hear the room in your audio. When you have headphones, it works perfectly because you can hear you're in a room. But when you put a separate room from the loudspeakers in your own room, then you got a double acoustics. So you got extra reverb, and they don't tend to go so well together. So the best way to play your audio, or even to record audio, basic audio, very clean audio, is to have a room that's somehow acoustically treated, that is a little bit damped and doesn't sound so echoey and so open. If you can have a recording from an instrument that's recorded in a clean room with no reverb, then you can have a loudspeaker system that makes this instrument sound really nice in your room, because it sounds directly like the instrument. But it's depending on it. But most of the times, there are situations, and we can demonstrate it in the future, when you hear the system, when you got a clean recording, it doesn't sound so nice with headphones, or maybe in a very damped room, but it sounds like a real instrument, because my instrument is like it is, like a voice, and it's a little bit a nice sauce you put over the music in the recording. And if you want to hear this sound nice and clear and direct, you need a loudspeaker that projects and put the sound really good in your room acoustics. And many things can go right or wrong, and I can help you with your questions. if you have any, especially in the Zoom meeting. I want to have the Zoom meeting especially open for discussions about sound, how to get a better sound. The best sound you can have, the most beautiful sound you can ever have in your room is just to invite musicians. Yeah, get the real instrument. Or if you play an instrument, if you play a piano or guitar, you know how a real instrument sounds like it is. Second best thing is a good sound system with good recording. Like with all the things I just said. So if you have any question, or if you think it's total nonsense what I'm telling right now, because there is not such a thing that you can discuss more about than sound. Please let me know, because it's always fun to talk about sound, because many people have many ideas, but the good thing is always to listen to sound. Let me see where I can find. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Facebook. Where are we on Facebook? I'm struggling with Facebook again. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let me see who are there. Okay. Hello Franca. Hello Liana. Also questions, of course, about venues. Nela, it takes two to get together, it takes time to make it last. Nice, eh? It takes two to get together. That's how you fall in love. That's how love works. Beautiful, eh? Hello everyone. We got Feliz Vesper Autumn from language. It's not easy for me. Hello Cody. Hello Marion. Jane. Hallo. Moin, moin. Sylvie. Moin, and thanks for a really fantastic weekend in Bad Säckingen. Yeah, we were in Bad Säckingen. That's the reason that my voice is gone. We had 3 days of concerts, but we played double concert a day. We played about 4 hours a day. We had a session on the Sunday night, on the Walpurgis night. We played as late as possible, as was allowed, until 12 o'clock. And then we got Tans in the Mai, and we played on that Monday as well. Hello Jos. And you're reacting on the comments from each other. That's nice. Hello Jule. Franka, did a certain adorable little girl I know paint the nail of your little finger? Yeah, look. Somebody wants to try nail polish, and I always volunteer for things like that. I got a makeover. Not only I got a nice nail, I also got a makeover with my body. Like you see, I'm very, very slim right now. I was working out all weekend, and I lost some weight. Could be the harsh conditions on the festival, of course. Nobody knows that I look so slim and so. Cannot say beautiful. No, that's it. Let me see. Liana said it's called old age, that I'm forgetting all kind of things. Yeah. Corey said, yeah, it will be a very short Zoom meeting. I'm going to help you out in the Zoom meeting with questions. I promised last week in the Zoom meeting that I'm going to help you with connecting systems and help you out with audio issues, or to make a sound system that you already have sound better. And we can talk about that, but you need to try some things out with sound. You need one tip for sound: never believe something about sound that somebody's telling you about sound. You need to hear differences in sound, setups, speaker systems, acoustics, where you sit. You need to discover it for yourself, what sounds best, but by trying it. And do not ever believe somebody that tells you that something is better than another thing without trying it out and listening to it. Yeah, we are musicians, we listen to sound, and sometimes people tend to look at sound a lot and say, oh, this is a fancy big speaker system in a nice looking room, must sound good, but sometimes it doesn't, for a lot of reasons. So you really need to pay attention on your ears, not your eyes and not your brains. Psychoacoustics are all working against you a lot of times, and then you don't make the right decisions. Nate is going to sing Slaap in Je Slaap. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to bed very early today. Liana, okay. Curry is writing, she really wants to invite some musicians, but they're a little bit expensive. And I got, wait a minute, I got Liana. What about the size of a room or arena? I have heard the difference between big room to small rooms. A big room too big could make the sound muffled. Some small rooms will be fine. Well, it is really, a big or small room doesn't really matter how sound sounds. It's depending on how close you are sitting in the room to the sound source. In combination, can I show it here? I just put it away. What you do in big venues, in big areas, when the room is big and you are going to sit further away from a sound system, you need a bigger sound system, or you need a sound system that is capable of projecting the sound further. That's the reason that with the Pixie system I designed the system so that one loudspeaker like this, I say, is good from 1 to 2 meters, no matter how big the room is. When you sit about 1 to 2 meters from a loudspeaker system like this, it should sound good. When the room is really big and open spaced and it's really echoey, you get very late reverbs. But when you can sit close to the system, okay. Well, if you want to sit further away from sound system, you need a bigger sound system, is not a word, but you need a sound system that's capable of reaching further into the room. And some of these systems have a second problem, that they are only made to sit further away from these speakers. So some loudspeakers, they sound good from about 5 meters until 10 meters the next wall. But when you sit within 1 meter, they fall apart. The sounds fall apart because you have different drivers that don't work together very well when placed further apart, because bigger systems have bigger drivers sitting further apart most of the times. The problem there is that when I go close to the speakers, I hear separate loudspeakers try to do their own things, and depending on where you sit, they don't tend to work together that good. When you go further away, it gets better, but it's never perfect. If you have a sound system that's capable of projecting the sound further away, but doesn't have this problem, you can also sit nearer. And yeah, all these compromises are the reason that I designed a sound system that makes it a little bit easier for rooms that doesn't sound so good to sound good, because it's projecting more toward the listener. One of the problems you have with sound system is our reflections, direct reflections from the driver to the floor or the ceiling coming back to your ear, because there's a time difference. If you can cancel out these first reflections, then it sounds much better, because it's depending on where you sit, go up and down, how the sound is, and it changes a lot depending on where you sit. And the more you damp the floor with a carpet or the ceiling, the more these early reflections are not going to be an issue, or maybe also some walls. So you really need to take care about placements of your speakers in the room. So yeah, a bigger room, probably when you go sit further away, yeah, you lose, it sounds muffled because you lose a lot of high frequency, because they bounce around, and it's harder for high frequency sounds to travel through air, so they fall apart a little bit on the distance, unless you direct more high frequencies with a special system to your ears from that spot. I don't want to get too technical about that, but yeah, bigger room, it makes a difference when you are going to sit further away from the loudspeakers. When you go near to the sound system, when you have a desk, you have a computer, and you go near to the system, then a bigger room is maybe, it could be an advantage, because the reflected sound sounds nicer and later, and does a little bit more to the sound, but I tend to find it a little bit more pleasing to listen to. Franca has a question. Who of you guys are joining us in Winschoten this Friday? Yeah, we are celebrating. We are celebrating 5th of May, Bevrijdingsdag, the Day of Freedom in the Netherlands. So, really hope to enjoy you, to see you over there. It's Winschoten is very near to here. You work out for one. Wait a minute. Somebody is question. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Nele has a question. Wait a minute. Yeah. So I hope I answered your question, or yeah, what you write is correct, because when you go further away from speakers, you tend to lose all the high frequencies. That's correct, or a lot of high frequencies. Nele, Maceál, you work out for one weekend and lose all bunch of weight. Tell me your secrets. Get the wrong adapter, get the wrong HDMI adapter from your camera to your computer, and this happens. I got a cheap one, or I get a cheap one just as a spare, but I just saw 5 minutes because for the live stream that I was losing weight. Yeah. In a minute. Yeah, we need to go to France if you want to have live music in your room. Yeah, like I said, what I really like is yeah, when I perform with an instrument, I like a room that's a little bit reverby or echoey, a little bit of echo, and we can also record in that room. It's not easy, but when you put a microphone like this at the right spot, and people are listening to a sound system that sounds very direct, or headphones, then it could really be very pleasing. When it's not too much. I don't like too much reverb. And Silva is right, you see him in... oh yeah, you should have seen him in Bad Säckingen. Then you know how he did it. Yeah, working out in Bad Säckingen, just performing on stage. Let me see. Oh, I got 3 more minutes. Yeah, we are... Okay. Okay, let me see. Yule has a question, and I hope you're also in the Zoom meeting. Yule is writing, our new rooms are a bit crooked. Can you distribute the loudspeakers somehow? Yeah, well, you need to... Yule has a sound system from me. You really should place them... these speakers are made to place near to a wall, even in the corner, so you lose the earlier effects. Just place the speakers in the corner, also the subwoofers in the corner. Start with that. You get a very full-bodied sound, and but not too far away. Just don't place loudspeakers, small loudspeakers, far away in a difficult room. People that move to a new home, the room is big, and when you put furniture in it, couches, something on the floor, maybe curtains, things like that, then the sounds get better. But test your room sound. Try to speak and try to talk. Try to listen to other people when they're talking. And when it's not easy to understand what they're saying because you heard all the reverb, then maybe you can treat the room. It's also nice, if you don't play any music, to have a well-treated room that is not so echoey, because it sounds, your whole room sounds warmer. And when you got a lot of people in the room and you're eating at a table and people are sitting and try to have conversations, the more reverb you have, the more empty the room is, the harder it is to understand somebody at the other side of the table. So if you have curtains or pillows or a bench or a big mattress against the wall or egg cartons or some carpeting, a lot of things on your table, then it makes it a little bit easier to understand somebody, because you get more direct sound and less indirect sound, and it's easier to understand people. So this is not only for loudspeakers, but also if you want to have conversations in your room. Yeah, small tip, don't overdo it with get your room so clean. Some people like a very open, clean room, like a museum, only one thing on the wall, no plants and things, but try to speak each other from a distance for 3 meters. It's not easy. And my mother has a hearing aid. People that don't have hearing problems, they really have problems with sounds that have too much reverb. Yeah, but when you play an instrument, then you love it. Yeah, it's not always easy. Yeah, so I also want to be on to check on YouTube. I can hear myself, in a minute. Okay. The good thing is that I still got the camera on 8%. Go to my channel, see who's on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. Maybe let me read it. Hello, everybody. We got a lot of bass. Lucy, yeah, especially when you listen on good speakers or headphone. Frank says better on harmonica than on accordion. Thank you. Frank, on YouTube you looked like you were stuck between 2 sliding doors. Yes, I was stuck. It was the elevator. Your foot sounds very heavy. I know, it's the microphone that picks up a lot of bass sound. I like my foot is heavy. Thank you for listening. Sound, open new doors. Yeah, if you have a direct question, please come to the Zoom meeting. Talk about that. Let me see. I have to admit, sound is not so important to me. My hearing had its best time. Some frequency I'm missing, but I'm quite critical about false notes. And that's always good. You should be a musician then. Get some rest, Maceál, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Okay, let me see if this camera holds. Maybe this setup is better on the Zoom meeting. Let's check it. See you in the Zoom meeting right now. Be easy and free. See you next week with a new voice. Oh, are we traveling back from England? We're just back from Carmel then. I hope I'm fit then. With the right setup, I'm going to eat a lot in England, fish and chips, so I will gain weight again. You will see next week. So be easy and free, and see you in the Zoom meeting right now.